Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit that sub button and stay following along for some amazing outdoors content. Now let's get started with today's video, but first, some quick backstory. While I was at the Pittman Creek Wholesale Trade Show, I actually met Miss Caroline Brewer, the owner of Charlie Brewer Slider Company, where she gave me a whole bunch of soft plastic baits to take home. Now these finesse soft plastics look amazing, so I want to show you guys some quick in-depth footage on them and show you what you're working with in terms of colors, presentations, and ways to rig them. Then we're actually going to rig some of these up and take them to our local bodies of water to see if we can catch some fish. So anyways, let's get right into it, guys. Alright guys, got the table all cleaned off and we got the baits kind of spread out here. This is all the baits that aren't double ups, all the different colors, all the different presentations, but to be honest, Miss Caroline sent us packing home with really a lot more stuff than we needed, so big thank you to her for that. And we also got this cool spawning temperature chart, and probably the coolest thing of all, and it's definitely going to go inside of the bass lab, is this Charlie Brewer Slider bass fishing sign. I love that right there. So again, big shout out, big thank you to her for that. Y'all go check them out, guys. Honestly, they make some really nice soft plastics, and I'm about to show you guys some of them. So this right here is the Slider crappie little grub that they offer. Next up, we got the Slider double action. This right here is in Green Ghost, and I believe it's like a 2-inch and like an 1/8. Next up, we got the Charlie Brewer's mid-size grub, which these right here are perfect little finesse baits. If you're looking to catch some panfish, some bass, crappie, whatever it is, you name it, these will definitely work. It's got like a 3-inch profile. This is just their plain white color. You could throw it on, again, a finesse spinnerbait, drop shot. Maybe if you had like a 1/0 hook, you could probably rig it up on like a finesse EWG, but there's a lot of different ways to rig it, obviously. And then their slider rig itself, they have a specialized jig head that's made for it. And you can fish it on some finesse downsized jig heads as well if you had like a crappie jig head. But moving on up a size, this right here is just their original bass grub, which it says bass grub, but honestly you could catch a whole bunch of different species on it, and that's why on some of the packages they will specify like for bass, walleye, striper, and they've probably, you know, caught different species on them. So busting one of these out of the package, this is that baby bass chartreuse tail. It's got like a green fleck up top, clear plastic. Bottom, it's like a purple white shine to it, and then it's got that chartreuse little tail there. And then just going into some of the colors we got here with the bass grub, we've got this pearl chartreuse tail, which literally is going to catch everything that swims under the sun. Then we got Tennessee shad, which has got black glitter up top, clear body with that pearl bottom. I think that's beautiful right there. It's a nice shad profile. And then getting into some of the craw presentations they have, I'm not exactly specific on the colors of these, but let's just bust them out of the package and show you what we're working with. It's kind of got like a clear gold glitter up top here. It's like June bug. Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. That's beautiful. And let's check this one out. Almost got like a lava craw kind of thing going on. Again, I'm not too sure on the names here, so just bear with me, y'all, but look at that. Orange on one side, and then clear kind of goldish glitter again with like, I think that's copper glitter as well. Maybe it's just the orange, but that looks beautiful. So we got 2 of these right here. Awesome looking baits. I'll probably rig them up on some sort of a jig head. You could it's like a tube almost. It's like a hollow body. So I could definitely put a tube jig up in there, work it like a tube. Anyways, let's get some of these baits rigged up, guys, and get on the water. See if they catch fish, see the action on them, and just really get to look at how they work. I mean, obviously, you never know till you get out there and start trying them. These baits look like a lot of fun, guys. Let's get out on that water. Let's get some stuff rigged up and see what kind of fish we can catch. I'm going to start out throwing this guy. Alright guys, we're here at a local neighborhood pond, and we've got the Charlie Brewer's little bass grub tied on. This right here is that Tennessee shad color pattern, and really we're just going to see what we can catch on it. I know that there's crappie, bluegill, and bass, so that's the target species. There's a lot of junk in the water, probably due to the storms that we've gotten recently. The problem is I can make a good cast, but then odds of me snagging into some structure or some grass or some leaves is also likely, like that right there. Ooh, we almost just ate that swim bait. I guess let's just start searching around with this bait. I'm just using this little guy as a search bait. Oh, did we just get a bite right there? What was that? Oh, we definitely had a fish right there and I missed him. Gosh, dang it. Oh my gosh. He ripped the whole tail. Oh, man. That must have been a good fish. He ripped the whole thing off. Alright, well, that's toast. That guy smoked it. Okay, well, I doubted if it was a fish. I don't know why. I hadn't gotten bit in so long. Let's rig up something else. And this should actually match the jig head a bit better too. Just like that, nothing really to it. Super, oh, we rigged him sideways. There we go, much better. All right, got another one of these little swim baits tied up. Let's see if the color change makes a difference. All right, let's get back out there. I got bit like right here. All right, I made the executive decision to come to this side of the pond and just kind of see how things are gonna work out for us. If it'll be better, worse. Snag. Thank God. Oh, I did not want to lose that. That's the only one I brought with me. Wow. We actually caught one. In almost 30-degree temperature, we got a bass. Okay. Well, coming to this side of the tree was definitely the move. This isn't necessarily a huge fish, but definitely proud of it. At least we got one. He's a tiny guy. He got it right in the snoot though. Well, he's not the winter giant that we're looking for, but I'll be happy to have him. Honestly, first fish of the day and first fish on the little finesse baits. I mean, we're not expecting to catch a 10-pounder, but look at him, he's built. He's built. Look at him. He's got a little thick tail for this little guy. All right, anyways, let's get him back. Thanks for biting, buddy. See ya. Wouldn't want to be you in this cold water. And that's our first bass of the year. A little dink. I don't even know if that was a full pound, but hey man, we'll take it. It's like 30-something degrees out. Oh, we just missed one. Dang. Now we got to knock off some of the other baits to complete the entire Charlie Brewer Slider Finesse Baits Fishing Challenge. All right, it's a bit later on in the day, so hopefully things kind of warmed up. I got that little Bass Grub, the double action by Charlie Brewer's Finesse Baits, so threw it on a little jig head, and then I put a little beetle spin on there as well, just 1/8 of an ounce. So yeah, we'll see how it fishes, check out the action, and hopefully we catch a fish. It's pretty cold out here, so I'm just trying to run and stay moving. Let's go for a quick send before the sun goes down and we really start freezing. Jeez, it's freezing cold out here. Might be getting a bit too cold for today. As you can see, that's ice right there. And it's frozen. Let's get up under this tree once again. All right, well, guide is starting to freeze up on me. I know that means my time is coming to a close soon. Once the guides freeze up, I don't like to keep going, mainly because A, the line's barely going to go through the guide, and B, it's going to cause damage to the rod. It's just not worth it. I was hoping I could get on one real quick. I don't know, guys. I was really hoping I could just get on one fish at least. Oh, there's one. I just had to talk about it. Really, I just kind of hit him on the dead still there. Finally, guys. This was a bit better than the other one that we got. Get up on the bank. Really, I don't want him to touch the bank. We got one. I don't want anyone to tell me you can't do it in the middle of winter. Take that out. What a nice little guy. Thick tail. He's tiny, of course, but I'm glad to have him on a day like today when there's literally ice in the water. I'm still out here catching them, man. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. That boy's confused. That's interesting. So all I did was actually just pause it and complain. It seems like every time I complain about not catching fish or how it's like tough or what I need to do or something, I catch them. Odds are it's probably because I stopped moving my lure, and that's what really got it bit, right? I stopped, I started talking, slowed things down a bit, and that's really what made the difference. But now that I know that's the case, I can slow things down myself. Let's see if we can get us another one, guys. That was too fun. Golly, sometimes the adrenaline rush of just catching one fish can keep you out another extra 10-15 minutes, and I may not catch another one, but just the fact that I did makes me so happy. It makes me want to keep trying. All right, guys, well, my rod tip is freezing over again, unfortunately. So with that being said, that's my last cast right there. All right, guys, well, that's gonna have to do it for today, but a pretty successful day one. Now, most of the time when people go winter fishing, you get skunked, and that's something you have to expect. So to catch two, although I don't think either one of them was really over a pound, it still feels pretty good. It's freezing cold out here. I don't know what I'm expecting, really. I'm not expecting anything, but unfortunately, as the sun goes down, it gets extremely cold. My rod tips start to freeze up. Here, I'll show you what I mean. See, it's literally starting to freeze up. So kind of damages the line, damages the rod, damages the guide tips and stuff like that. I don't want to mess anything up. So I'm going to call it, guys. Overall, though, successful day one. I'm going to wait till things warm up a bit, and we'll be back out here for a day number 2 of fishing these finesse baits.